In this video, we will discuss one of the sample paper questions of the class 10th science for the term 1. So in this question paper, there are 3 sections A, B, C. In A section, you have to attempt only 20 questions. In the B section, also out of 24, you have to attempt only 20 questions. And the section C has a 12 question and you have to attempt any 10 questions. So internal choices are given in each section and every questions carry a equal mark. So the first question here, which of the following observation is or are not correct about the given equation? So lead nitrate react with potassium iodide forming PbI2 and KNO3. PbI2 is yellow precipitate insoluble in water. This is correct. It is a precipitation reaction. Yes, this is also correct. It is a single displacement reaction. No, this is not a single displacement because here it is a double displacement reaction. So this statement is incorrect. So option C is the correct answer. It is a very fast reaction. Yes, it is a very fast reaction. So option C is the incorrect answer here. Or we can say incorrect answer. So the correct answer here is the C option. Barium, second question, barium chloride on reacting with ammonium sulfate form barium sulfate and ammonium chloride. Now what is barium chloride? It is BaCl2. It is reacting with ammonium sulfate, that is NH4 whole twice SO4, and it is forming what? Barium sulfate, that is BaSO4 and ammonium chloride NH4Cl. Now what are the observation here? It is a displacement reaction. Yes, it is a displacement, but it is a double displacement reaction. Precipitation reaction, yes, because white precipitate of BaSO4 is formed in this case. Combination, no. Double displacement, yes. So option B and D are the correct here. So BD option given here in the D side. Both B, that is precipitation, and the double displacement. So option D is the correct answer here. Now the next question, if the crystal is moistened with water, which color of crystal appears? So in this question is, if the crystal of copper, here copper is missing, so the crystal of copper moistened with water, which color of crystal appears? So answer here will be blue. Now next question, the salt which does not possess water of crystallization. So you first write the formula of each of the compound and you will get the answer here. Now bleaching powder, it is CaOCl2. The first answer is the correct one because it does not contain water of crystallization. Now let's see the other example here. Gypsum is CaSO4.2H2O. Washing soda is Na2CO3.10H2O, and none of the above? No. So answer here is the A part, bleaching powder. So now the next question here is, during photosynthesis, energy is absorbed by the chlorophyll. Energy is absorbed. So it is exothermic? No, because in case of exothermic, energy is released. It is endothermic? Yes, because energy is absorbed. So answer B is the correct answer. Neither exothermic nor, no, this is also incorrect. The process takes place in plants. This is not a correct statement for this part. So here answer B is the correct answer. During the preparation of hydrogen gas on a humid day, the gas is usually passed through a guard tube containing calcium chloride. What is the role of the calcium chloride? The preparation of hydrogen chloride gas, that is we have to prepare HCl gas. And on the humid day, which means the water vapor already present in the atmosphere. So in order to absorb this moisture, we use the calcium chloride. So absorb gas? No. Calcium chloride is not used to absorb HCl. Moisten the gas? No. It is not used to moisten the gas. Absorb the moisture from the gas? Yes. So C is the correct answer. It is used to absorb moisture from the gas. Next, which of the following is not a salt? No, not a salt. NaCl, sodium chloride, it is a salt. Slaked lime, that is calcium hydroxide, it is a base, so it is not a salt. So B is the correct, but let's see other example also. Lead sulfide, that is PbS. Zinc nitrate, that is ZnNO3 whole twice. So out of these 4 cases, only slaked lime, which is not a salt, Salt is formed by the reaction of acid with base, NaCl, NaOH plus HCl. Then again all other are also the example, but the slaked lime already OH is present, so it is a base here and not a salt. Now next question, the chemical that can be used an acid base indicator by visually impaired. Visually means that person cannot see the change. So what is the, we can say, acid base indicator is used? Petunia leaves, no, it, because in this case a color changes. Vanilla essence, yes, because vanilla is a smell which changes in acid as well as in base. So answer here is B, because it is an olfactory indicator which by smell indicates that it is an acid or a base. Phenolphthalein, no, it also gives the color change. Turmeric, no. So answer B, that is vanilla essence here. Then what is the raw material used in the chloralkali process? Now first of all, what is a chloralkali process? It is a process used for the preparation of NaOH, and in this case Cl2 also prepared and H2 also, that is why it is known as a chloralkali process. So from where it is prepared? It is prepared by the electrolysis of a brine solution, that is NaCl solution. So first option, it is an aqueous solution of sodium chloride. Yes, correct answer. Sodium chloride in dry form? No, because we need water here. Sodium hydroxide? No, because we are preparing sodium hydroxide. Sodium carbonate? Not at all. So first A is the correct answer. Next question, name the products formed when baking soda is heated. Now what is baking soda? Baking soda is NaHCO3. So when it is heated, twice of it, we get Na2CO3, CO2 and H2O. If you know these equations, it is easy for you to solve these type of a question. So in case of chemistry, learn all the equations, then only you will get the answer here. So the option here is sodium sulfate and carbon dioxide. No, sulfate from where it is come, so it is incorrect. Sodium carbonate and water, so carbon dioxide is missing here, so no, this is not the answer. Sodium carbonate, carbon dioxide and water, so option C is the correct answer. And last one here it is sodium oxide, carbon dioxide. No, we are getting here sodium carbonate, carbon dioxide and water, so C is the correct answer. Now the next question, if the metal used above is a zinc, choose the correct and balanced equation for the evolution of gas. Now zinc react with H2SO4, Zn plus H2SO4. What is it form? ZnSO4 plus H2. It is already balanced, so no need for the coefficient. So first is incorrect. Second is correct here because zinc is solid, H2SO4 dilute, and there is no coefficient in front of them, and H2 is gas. So second is the correct answer. In rest of the case, there is 2 is 2 written here, which is not required at all. So option B is the correct answer. Sanjana, while preparing cake, used baking soda in small amount. It helps to make cake soft and spongy. An aqueous solution of baking soda turns the red litmus blue. It is also used in soda acid extinguisher. Name the gas produced by the reaction of baking soda and acid which helps as a fire extinguisher. Now what is a baking soda here? It is NaHCO3 and acid here is H2SO4. So what is it is forming? Na2SO4, Na2SO4, H2O, and the gas release here is CO2. So answer here will be carbon dioxide, that is the B option here. Not the monoxide, hydrogen or oxygen, carbon dioxide. Now the next question, which of the following are not an ionic compound? Now ionic compound is formed with the reaction of metal and non-metal. So first case is ionic because it is a metal as well as this one is non-metal. Then the last is ionic, metal and non-metal. In this case, both are non-metal, so it is not an ionic compound. Here also hydrogen is taken as a non-metal and hence second and third option. That is second and third, that is option B is the correct answer here. Now the next question is aqua regia dissolves. Now first of all, what is an aqua regia? It is a mixture of HCl and HNO3 and this is in the ratio of 3:1. So when we take HCl, for example 3 ml and HNO3 1 ml, then the mixture is formed is of aqua regia and it can dissolve even a most inert elements like the gold and the platinum. So option A here is the correct answer. Now the next question, which is the correct sequence of the parts in human alimentary canal? So human alimentary canal, first is the mouth, so given in every option. So mouth is the first, is the correct statement. Second, it moves into the esophagus. So out of B and D, it can be possible. Then the third part is the stomach, yes. Then after stomach, it moves into small intestine, not the large intestine. So answer D here is the correct sequence. So whenever such kind of a question comes, always look for each option in and then follow the path which is actually in the alimentary canal. That is the mouth, then esophagus, then stomach, then small intestine, then large intestine, and so on. Now the next question, which of these statement is correct about the function of the blood? It helps in the transportation of respiratory gases, yes. Carbon dioxide and CO2 is transported through it. It regulates the body temperature, yes. It helps in the transportation of waste product. Many of the, we can say, food items and the nutrient dissolve in the blood and it is transported, and which is not useful is also transported through the blood only. So yes, it helps in the transportation of waste products. All the above. So answer here is the all the above. Which of the following statement is correct about the bile? Now bile, what is the role of bile? It is help in the emulsification. It acts as an emulsifier. So first option is the correct answer here. It helps in the emulsification of the fat. So it is related to the fat only. So all other statements are incorrect. That is absorption of digested food, no. Egestion of undigested, no. Digestion of carbohydrate, no. So answer first is the correct answer. It helps in the emulsification of fat. Now, how can we purify the blood by the artificial method? Filtration, no. Dialysis, yes. Dialysis is the correct answer. Now these two methods, filtration and reabsorption, are the natural method in our body. When we discuss the structure of the, we can say, of nephron, in that case filtration takes place in the, we can say, Bowman's capsule, then reabsorption takes place in the DCT and PCT. So these two are the natural method where we can say purify the blood. So artificial method here is the dialysis. Now again, next question is a sequence based question of anaerobic reaction in yeast. Anaerobic reaction, first point. So first step, very much common, glucose, and this takes place in cytoplasm, yes, correct in all the option. Pyruvate, yes. Now after pyruvate, the process in the yeast is taken place in the cytoplasm. So this will incorrect because here mitochondria is written. Cytoplasm, it may possible. Mitochondria, incorrect. Cytoplasm, may possible. So out of B and D, we have to identify the correct one. So in case of yeast, the product is ethanol and carbon dioxide, and lactic acid is only in, we can say, in the muscle cells, and that is not in the cytoplasm. So option D here is the correct answer. That is glucose converted into pyruvate and process takes place in cytoplasm. Pyruvate to ethanol and carbon dioxide, it also takes place in the cytoplasm. So option D here is the correct answer. Next, which of the following structure involved in the gaseous exchange in the woody stem of the plant? So answer will be here the lenticels. Now, only two of the following statement accurate describe what happened in mouth. Amylase break down large starch molecule into the smaller maltose molecule. Yes, this is the correct answer. Chewing increase the surface area of food for digestion. Yes, this is also the correct answer. Next, saliva emulsify fats. No, saliva is not, it is just mixing the food material and it providing the amylase. So no, it does not emulsify the fats. Teeth break up the large insoluble molecule into smaller soluble. No, insoluble can't become soluble because of the teeth only. So this is also incorrect. So option 1 and 2 is the correct answer. So here A is the option where 1 and 2 are the correct answer. Now next question here. Lack of oxygen in muscle cells often leads to cramps among athletes. Now this result is due to, again, we have already discussed above here. That is because of the lactic acid which formed in the muscle cells. So here conversion of pyruvate into ethanol, no. Glucose, no. Conversion of glucose to pyruvate, no. Conversion of pyruvate to lactic acid, that is D here is the correct answer. Now the next question is, which of the non-metal is liquid? Hydrogen is a gas. Bromine, yes, bromine is liquid. And mercury is a metal which is liquid at room temperature. So answer question here is given non-metal. So option B here is the correct answer. Rest two are the gases. So now we move ahead in the section B, which consists of 24 questions, and we have to attempt only 20 questions. So the initial question based on the assertion and reason. These are the four options. A, when assertion and reason both are correct. B, when assertion and reason both are correct but reason is not the correct answer of the assertion. C, when assertion is correct but the reason is an incorrect statement. And D, when assertion is wrong. So first question here is assertion: lead nitrate on thermal decomposition gives lead oxide, brown colored nitrogen dioxide and oxygen gas. Yes, assertion is correct here. Reason: lead nitrate react with potassium iodide. So this is a completely a different, we can say, situation where lead nitrate is reacting with potassium iodide, forming the yellow precipitate of lead iodide, and the reaction is a double displacement as well as precipitation. So yes, assertion is also correct, reason is also correct, but reason is not the answer of the assertion. So out of those A, B, C, D, B here is the correct answer. B option for the 25th. Now 26th question, hydrogen gas is not evolved when metal react with nitric acid. Yes. Reason: nitric acid is strong oxidizing agent. Yes. So both are correct and it is an explanation of the assertion. So correct answer A is here. When assertion is correct, reason is correct, and also reason is the answer of the assertion here. Now the next, dry HCl gas does not change the color of dry litmus paper. Yes, assertion is correct. And what is the reason behind it? HCl gas dissolve in water present in wet litmus, form H plus ion. So only in wet situation H plus ion is released. So yes, reason is correct explanation of A. So here also option A is the correct answer. Now the next, human heart does not allow mixing of oxygen rich blood with the carbon dioxide. Yes, because there is 4 chambers, right auricle, right ventricle, left auricle, left ventricle. In right side there is a deoxygenated blood, there is a left side there is a oxygenated blood. Because they have a different chambers, hence this mixing does not take place. So here also option A is the correct, where assertion and reason both are correct and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Next assertion is energy is used during the process of respiration. No, energy is released during the process of respiration. So this statement is incorrect. Respiration store energy in the form of ATP. Yes, in this case which energy is released, it is formed in the form stored in the form of ATP. So here reason is correct but assertion is wrong. So option D is the correct answer. Now the next question, light travel faster in glass than in air. So this is not a correct statement because in glass the density is high, so light travel with the lower speed. And reason, glass is denser than air. So assertion is incorrect but reason is the correct statement. So option D here is the correct answer. Now the next question, the closest distance up to which a person can see without any strain in the eyes. So answer here is the near point of eye is 25 centimeter. D is the correct statement. Now next question, a student wants to project the image of candle flame on the screen 60 centimeter in front of the mirror. So we can say we don't know what is the type of mirror, but the object is placed in front of mirror at a distance of 60 centimeter. By keeping the flame at a distance, and the object distance here is the 15 centimeter. So image we are getting in front of the mirror from this side. So we can say this is a concave mirror, because in case of convex we get image behind the mirror here. So answer here will be the concave mirror. Suggest the type of mirror he used. So answer here is a concave mirror, because we are getting the image, we can say, of candle flame on a screen in front of mirror here only. Now find the linear magnification of image produced. Now linear magnification, we know that magnification is equal to minus v upon u. So here it is a 15 centimeter is the object distance and 60 centimeter is the image. So minus of minus 60 divided by minus of 15. So answer comes out to be minus of 4. So option A here is the correct answer. Now what is the distance between the object and the image? Now this is the object here which is at 15 centimeter. Image here had the 60 centimeter. So in between distance is 60 minus 15. Answer comes out to be 45 centimeter. That is correct answer here is the A. Now next question, which among the following statement is incorrect? Incorrect for the magnesium. It burns in oxygen with a dazzling white flame. It is a correct statement. It reacts with cold water to form magnesium oxide and evolve hydrogen gas. No, magnesium react with hot water only. It is not react with a normal water or a cold water. It react with the hot water. So this statement is incorrect. Next statement, it reacts with hot water, yes, and evolve hydrogen gas. It reacts with steam, yes. So option B here is the incorrect statement. Now the next question is, if the size of object in the given figure is 5 centimeter and the magnification produced is minus 0.5. Now magnification minus 0.5 means it is a concave mirror. The size of image can be. So we know that magnification is equal to height of image by height of object. So here magnification given to you is minus of 0.5. Minus of 0.5. And we have to calculate what? Image height, that is h of I we have to calculate. And object is given to you 5 centimeter. So 5 into 5, 25, 2.5 minus of 2.5, which means it is a real and inverted image. And in case of concave, only we get the real and inverted image. So answer here is minus 2.5 here. Now next, when calcium react with water, it starts floating on top of water because why? Bubbles of carbon dioxide? No. Calcium reacts with water, it forms hydrogen gas here. So this is incorrect. Bubbles of hydrogen formed stick to the surface of metal? Yes. Because of this only, because calcium reacts with water, we can say H2O or calcium oxide, it forming the release the hydrogen gas. So it formed the calcium hydroxide, and we can say the hydrogen which is evolved in this case, and the hydrogen gas which is evolved in this case will stick to the surface of the calcium and it starts floating. Now next question, choose the event that does not occur in the photosynthesis here. So first one is the absorption of light energy by the chlorophyll. Yes, this occur. Reduction of carbon dioxide to the carbohydrate. Yes, this occur. Oxidation of carbon to carbon dioxide. So in case of photosynthesis, carbon dioxide is not evolved. So this statement here is incorrect, or we can say does not occur in the photosynthesis. Conversion of light energy into chemical energy. Yes, this statement is correct. So always look at these options and just frame what is not happening in this case. So in all the cases, yes, light absorption of light is taken by the chlorophyll. Yes, carbon dioxide is converted into carbohydrate because photosynthesis include carbon dioxide and water and form carbohydrates and oxygen. Then oxidation of carbon to carbon dioxide, no. So this here it is the incorrect statement here. Now the next is, in which of the group of organism food material broken down outside the body and absorbed? So mushroom, green plants, amoeba, yeast, mushroom, bread mold is the correct answer. So this is a, we can say, saprophytic, where now next question, the law of reflection hold true for plane mirror? Yes. Concave mirror? Yes. Convex? Yes. Yes. All reflecting surface. Law of reflection, there are two laws of reflection. First states that incident ray, reflected ray and the normal ray all lie in the same plane, and the second law states that angle of incidence is equal to the angle of reflection. So it is follow in all these three mirrors. The next question, magnification produced by a rear view mirror fitted in a vehicle. Options are, is less than 1, more than 1, equal to 1, can be more or less. So answer here is less than 1. Now you also know that in a rear view we are getting the image of an object which is lying very far away distance, but its size seems to be very small. So we know that magnification is height of image by height of object, and in rear view mirror we are getting very small image, whereas object initially is of very large height, so it answer always less than 1. So here A is the option. A spherical mirror and a thin spherical lens each have focal length of -15. Now what does -15 suggest? That lens and mirror both are concave in nature. The mirror and lens are both concave, both convex. If it is convex, then focal length must be positive, but since it is a negative, so both are concave. Now the next question, which of the following statement is true? A convex lens has 4 diopter and a focal length of 0.25. We know that focal length is, or we can say power is 1 upon focal length, and if it is in meter we can say, or it is in centimeter. So if it is positive here, we are getting the answer. So if I am putting value convex lens having 4 diopter, so by putting value here power 1 upon 4, answer comes out to be 0.25. So if power is 4, then we get focal length 0.25. So this statement is correct, but without solving also we can solve this question. We know that for concave it is always negative power. So here this will incorrect, because for the concave they have written here as a positive. Similarly for the convex lens, power always positive, so here negative. This statement also incorrect. Now in the last statement, a concave lens have -4 diopter. Yes, in case of lens we get concave lens we get minus power, so -4 diopter is the correct statement. And if we divide this by 1/4, we get focal length of -0.25. So this statement also incorrect, because here lens power is given as -4, so focal length must be minus, but here it is positive. So only first statement is correct here, that is 4 diopter is the power. Positive means it is a convex lens having focal length 0.25, positive focal length, which means it is for the convex lens. But here the statement is contradictory. We are getting the power in the negative, which means it is a concave lens, but the focal length here it is given positive. So this statement is incorrect. So only first statement is true here. Now in this question we have to find out the correct sequence of angle of incidence, angle of emergence, angle of refraction and lateral displacement. Now angle of incidence here, so 2 here is angle of incidence, so 2 given in the 3 statements, so this is altogether not the answer, so 2 is the first option. Then next is the angle of emergence. Angle of emergence here is 1, so after 2 1 must be there, so these 2 are the correct. This is also incorrect here. So now out of these 2, now the third point is angle of refraction. So angle of refraction here is 4. Angle of refraction here is 4. So B is the correct answer. Let's further clarify it. And the last one is a lateral displacement, which is 3 here. So B here is the correct answer. Now next is, what is the unit of refractive index? Now since refractive index is a ratio of 2 same units, so they can't have any. When we divide 2 same units, then that figure does not have any unit for it. So answer here will be C, it has no unit. Which of the following phenomena contributes significantly to the reddish appearance of the sun at sunrise and the sunset? That is the dispersion of light, scattering of light, total internal, or reflection of light from the earth. So answer here is the scattering of light, because when earth during the sunset and sunrise, it has to travel a longer distance, due to which only the reddish color which is scattered, all other already used up there. Next, at noon the sun appears white as light is least scattered. Yes, because the distance is minimum between the earth and the sun. All the colors of white light are scattered away. No. Blue color is scattered the most. No. red color is scattered the most? No, because light is least scattered when it is noon, because at that time the distance between earth and sun is very small. Now the next is, a narrow beam of white light is passing through a glass prism as shown in diagram. So white light passing here, and in this screen we are getting here, these are the number 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7, just for example a rainbow color here. So now the question is, the phenomena observed in above setup is scattering of light, dispersion of light, reflection of light, or refraction of light. So it is a dispersion of light, because we can say white light is dispersed into 7 colors. So here is the dispersion of light. Now the next question here, in nature this phenomena is observed. Now dispersion, where it is observed? In the formation of rainbow, in the twinkling of stars, in the blue color of sky, or advanced sunrise. Now twinkling of stars is due to atmospheric refraction, blue color of sky is because of the scattering of light, advanced sunrise, again it is because of atmospheric refraction. So answer here is the formation of rainbow, where water droplet is acting as a prism, and the sunlight falling on that water droplet undergoes the refraction and internal reflection and form the, we can say, rainbow here. Which of the following statement is correct about the constituent of white light based on the above observation? White light consists of 7 colors are correct. Yes, this is correct. Very good. Yes, this is the correct statement. Violet color suffers a minimum deviation. No, we are getting VIBGYOR here. VIBGYOR, which means red suffers a minimum deviation and violet suffers a maximum deviation. Red light suffers the maximum deviation. No, incorrect. All the colors of white light move with a different speed in vacuum. No, in vacuum they move with the same speed. Only when the medium changes their speed differs. So option A here is the correct statement, that white light consists of 7 colors. The cause of phenomena of light in above diagram is all the colors of light travel with the speed more than speed of light. So this statement is incorrect. All the colors have different angle of deviation. Yes, this statement is correct, but it is not the correct answer of this. All the colors do not travel with the same speed of light. Yes, so this statement is the, we can say, because of this only the deviation occur, because they do not travel at the same speed, due to which they get different angle of deviation. So answer C is the correct explanation for the cause. All the colors have the same wavelength? No, they all have the different wavelength. Now the next question, read the following statement carefully. The prism behave as that of rectangular glass slab? No, because in case of rectangular glass slab there is only refraction is there, whereas in case of prism refraction as well as dispersion is there. All the colors have different angle of deviation in case of dispersion through prism. Yes, this statement is correct. All the colors travel with the same speed of light in glass. No, this is incorrect. Dispersion of light is observed in case of rectangular glass slab. No, this statement is incorrect, because dispersion is observed in prism. So only here B is the correct answer. That is, second is the correct answer. So only second. So which of the above statement is true? Only second statement is true. Some can say that first is correct, but not, because prism behave not exactly as a rectangular glass slab, because in case of rectangular slab only refraction takes place, whereas in prism there is refraction as well as there is dispersion of white light is there. So option A here is the correct answer. That is, only 2 is the correct here. Now next is a passage based question in which oxygen rich blood from lungs comes to thin walled upper chamber of heart on the left side, which means left chamber A is known as a left auricle or left atrium. So A here is the left auricle. Then relax. It is then contract and blood allowed to enter the chamber B. So chamber B will be left ventricle. then it moves into aorta. It is given here. Blood is out of the body by the aorta. Deoxygenated blood reaches from the body to the upper chamber of the right side of a heart C. So C here represent the right auricle or right atrium, and it is expanded and parts contract, corresponding lower chamber D dilates, that is right ventricle. Here is the D part. So A, B, C, D. So now the first question here is, which of the following represent the label of A, B, C, D? So A and B are the left part, left. So A here is left and D here is left. So left auricle first, that is left atrium first, then left ventricle, then right atrium and D ventricle. So A here is the correct option here. Now next, which chamber of human heart contain the oxygenated blood? We know that according to above passage here, A, B, C, D. Now this side contain the oxygenated blood and this side contain the deoxygenated blood. So AB contain the oxygenated blood. But if this question is like that, which contain the deoxygenated blood, then option C and D, that is this D part will be the correct answer. For the oxygenated, A part is the correct answer. For the deoxygenated, this D part is the correct answer. What is the correct route of blood in a human? Correct route of blood. So correct is here from the C to D, then into lungs, C to D, then into lungs, then from lungs to A to B. So D here is again the correct option. Now, what prevent the backflow of the blood inside the heart during the contraction? Valves in the heart, thin muscular walls of the ventricle, thin walls of atria, and all of the above. So answer here is the valves in heart. So next question is also a passage based question. A substance X, which is an oxide of element, is used intensively in the cement industry. This element present also in bones. So calcium is one element which is present in our bones. So here is the calcium oxide. On treatment with water, it forms a solution which turns red litmus blue. And we know that calcium oxide, when reacts with water, forming calcium hydroxide. So substance X here is the calcium oxide. So slaking of lime, that is CaOH whole twice, no. Quick lime, CaO, yes. B here is the correct answer. What is the common name of X? That is the calcium oxide is quick lime here. Now next, which of the following a correct observation when water is added into substance A? So when water is added to a calcium oxide, it forms calcium hydroxide, and in that case it is a very exothermic reaction and vigorous bubbling and hissing sound is observed. And it is an exothermic reaction also, so heat is also evolved here. So out of A, B and C, C here is the correct answer because vigorous bubbling with evolution of heat and a hissing sound here. So C here is the correct answer. Reaction of substance X with water is decomposition, combination, displacement or double displacement. So here it is a combination reaction. We know that CaO plus H2O forming CaOH whole twice. So this is a combination reaction.